Hey guys, Chris, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be continuing the Aikatsu Stars fashion review. This section will cover part 5, the campaigns, and the promotional cards, because I realized I forgot about those in Aikatsu Friends. Part 5 doesn't have any premium rares, but it does have the S4 selection cards, which act as the campaign for this. I'm a little disappointed, but I do think that there's some good chords here, so let's take a look. My Little Heart gets the Rainbow Dream chords. I think that these are really fun. The blouse has all these bright colors and there's a clear focus on rainbows. The pattern on the skirt and the rainbows on the shoes remind me a lot of Rainbow Bells, that candy. Though I must admit it is a little over-designed for what should just be a sandal, but I don't mind. Spice Chord gets the Starry Rock chords. The tank top is blue with black belts around it, and the stud pattern is also present on the skirt. There's a great star necklace and fun, colorful arm. I find myself struggling to say anything unique about this because everything that's been done by this chord has already happened in Spice Chord, and it's really hard for it to stand among the million other star-studded chords that are in this brand. That's kind of one of the disadvantages of having so many chords in this season. Gothic Victoria gets the butterfly tail chords. One thing I love about this is the shade of green. Combined with the corset and the thorny skirt, it just looks so classic. The boots pleasantly surprised me with a gold lining. The contrast between blue, gold, and black was a great choice here. The blue gems are also a nice touch. The colors on this chord really put the brand's best foot forward. The green recolor is also nice. Romance Kiss gets the exotic chords, and these are another great use of color. Each variation, sunset, forest, and lake, is worth a mention. I'd like to identify the kind of top she's wearing, but I don't know what it's called, and neither does the wiki. The fabric wrapped around the top is held by a golden sun with a jewel in it. Golden bangles and jewelry everywhere, really making this look really luxurious, as well as the shimmery fabric that all the PRs have had. Great shoes as usual. It's just accessorized sandals, but that's what most of these are, and they still do their job pretty well. Finally, there are the cat chords, and you can't really tell me this wasn't a Fua Dream prototype. From the sleepy feeling to the lavender color, the poofy sleeves, even the sailor collar. It's a departure from what Shiny Smile does, but Shiny Smile has been forced to do everything a pop brand can do for one season. So, despite being quite versatile, it does come off as a very messy brand. The image has been pulled in a lot of places, and I like to theorize that this is where they got the idea, or when they began to design chords that leaned toward Fua Dream, toward the very end, because Fua Dream is coming out in the next part 1 of Season 2, but that's just my conspiracy theory. Now, after this, we're going to have some honorable mentions. However, I do have a conspiracy theory I want to share, another one. I believe that there was a lot of potential for a second sexy type brand. Look at the hot jewel chord and the other chords that I'm going to place on screen. These are very spicy agahe adjacent, and there's a consistency in fashion style when you look at the brandless sexy cards that leads me to believe they really could have had a second one if they wanted to. I like to imagine maybe the designers had an idea like that. They don't really match Perfect Queen's aesthetic, but I just think that all these cards in the same type with the same aesthetic, this could have been its own brand, but we will never know, and it's likely I'm just making it up, but I think it's cool. So these are the chords that I think could have been their own brand if they really wanted them to. Part 1's campaign is the Summer Flower campaign. Spice Chord gets the rose chords. It's got unique colors with black and blue with gold lining. There's golden stars on the top, hat, and belt, which give it a stylish look and separate it from the rest of Spice Chord. The ocean variant is really beautiful with its use of blue and silver, a unique chord that I'm glad deviates from what the other chords are doing. Shiny Smile has the warm and floral marigold chords. These are a lot of fun with the layers adding color and the cute polka dot bows. I especially love how the bow around the waist makes it look like a bouquet with all the roses above it. It's a great addition to Sunny Smile, very bright. I also appreciate the pinky variant because of its bright pinks and yellows, giving it more of a spring vibe. Lastly, we have Romance Kiss, which is definitely the best chord for this campaign. The orchid chords have such great colors and use of patterned fabric. The top has golden straps, jewelry, floral print, the single armband and stocking create a symmetry, and the ruffled fabric is very pretty to look at. Each of the variants is really good, but the lilac one is my favorite one. Now, part 2's campaign is for the movie, which didn't do so well, but at least the chords are nice. Firstly, we have the 12 magical chords. The star on the chest with lace is really cool, and I like the fabric along the skirt. However, I'm not really concerned with these, as this is an Aikatsu Stars video, so I'd much rather focus on the chords that I care about. The step chords are really great. They're glitter-covered rainbow chords. There's a rainbow cascading down the skirt, which is such a creative idea. I always love when there's multiple skirt layers. The top is rather simple with a frilly collar, but it fits amazingly. Finally, we have the island chords. I'm always a big fan of ruffles and bows, so I love this as well. The mix of cute colors with studs and chains makes this outfit really unique. The girly island chord which Yuma wears is found in the promotional chords. Part 3 is Halloween, and let's go over each of the chords we get. Magical Candy is very busy with candy chains, ribbons, stars, stripes. I like the crafty vibe the stripes give us and how fun the polka dots look. There's also a cute cone with a star and candy chain. I think it captures Halloween very well. Next we've got the ghost chords. These are like spellcaster outfits with a cone accessory. The blue gems are expected from Romance Kiss, but the skirt isn't my favorite. The top, however, has a gem with trailing fabric and beads, and I think it's very pretty. The Halloween wolf chords are a choice, and they don't fare much better than anything else here. While the fur and plaid pattern is refreshing, I think these could have been less cartoony. The wolf tail and ears especially look really goofy, making it feel like a cheap costume more than a designed outfit. To be fair, Halloween does involve costumes, so I guess they fit the theme. Finally, we've got Halloween Party, and I like them. I think the colors clash a little bit, but the design is interesting. Spooky version is my favorite, and the dark blue is a huge part. The flags and beads as accessories with a bright golden face on the skirt is a nice fun design touch, and the fun pumpkin hat is a good twist on the cone that all the Halloween chords share as an accessory. This is probably the weakest campaign for me, but hopefully Christmas gets better. Dreamy Christmas is the first Christmas chord we're going to cover, and I love it. The red and gold bows remind me of presents, and the abundance of white resembles snow. I love the white pelt and its golden bell. These bells also feature a long mistletoe on the top. Even the bow has bells on it. It's Christmas through and through. The Night Wish chord takes a starry night approach, with white fur to complement the dark colors. There's stars along the tops and skirts, and I like the ice crystals hanging along the chains. I especially love the bow holding a star. The red luxury chord is a glamorous red dress with golden lining. It's got stylish black gloves and a fun floral skirt underneath. This is probably my favorite one, but I don't think I have that much to say about it, so I'll just move on. Lastly, we've got the ornament chords. I really like the scalloped white fabric on the top, and I think it's cute that the fun beads hold together the sleeves. The starry skirt has golden chains and white fabric as seen on the top. The star accessory also matches with the Christmas tree earring, and I think that's a really neat detail. So that brings us to the end of the campaign chords, which is where these videos used to end, but now we're going to move on to cover the promotion chords before we end Aikatsu Season 1's fashion review. Now, when it comes to the promotion chords, I'll be honest, there is less than I expected, but there are a few honorable mentions which I will have as the video comes to a close. We're going to talk about the star chords, which is the school chord for this series. I think the basic design for each of these is really strong. They all contain ruffles, argyle fabric, a star, and a little diamond thing sometimes. Really simple way to unite all of them. I have to commend the designers for giving each girl something unique. Yume and Yuzu's have collars, Koharu, Mahiru, and Tsubasa all have ruffled collars, whereas Hime and Ako have poofy sleeves, and Yozura's is definitely the most unique, resembling a dress. Outside the star chords, there's a few others of note. For one, My Little Heart actually gets a lily chord for the summer flower campaign, well, around the same time, but it's a promotional chord. The peach fabric is really neatly laid over the pink and white ruffles, and I like that the edges are lined with white. I appreciate the flowers and the hearts. It's such a good design decision because it makes good use of the amount of space there is, really drawing your eye there and covering up the basic peach fabric with no pattern on it. The Sky Lily variant is just as good as the one we... I completely forgot to mention this because tracking down promotional cards can be a nightmare, but I think Royal Lady Frill is really pretty and formal with its jewels, lace, and ruffles. It's very classy, and I love the light colors from this variation. It pairs really well with Gothic Victoria's birdcage cord. The diamond tiles matched with a golden lining is really great on the dark fabric. Lastly, I'd like to bring up the Cross Gothic cord, which is brandless, but is still really good. The dark shade of green and the diamond pattern looks amazing here. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'm really glad I was able to finish this. Hopefully this will come out on a Sunday because, I don't know, this doesn't really deserve a Wednesday time slot just from its length, and also because it's like a part 2. I think they should come out in the same week. Technically Sunday is the start of the week, but no one really cares. Like, it's still the same week to me. Anyway, see you guys next time.